Hello, you guys. Today I'm going to be reading Chapter 5 of Big Nate in a class by himself. Okay. Chapter 5. Focus camera. I'm in an awesome mood when I walk into homeroom. Not because of homeroom. Only a total geek would get all pumped up about that. Homeroom is my favorite part of the day. See? It's my fortune. That's great. It looked like today was going to stink out loud, and now everything's completely turned around. What are you so happy about? Francis asked. I just got some amazing news, I tell him. Have you ever heard me say I'm destined for greatness? You may have mentioned it once or twice, or a zillion times, he says, rolling his eyes. Well, this proves it, I say, handing him the fortune. Francis reads it. He's making his constipated, I'm not so sure about this face. Surpass all others, he says. Surpass them in what? I'm a man of many talents, I tell him. It could be anything. Francis hands me back the fortune. Not anything, he says with a smirk. We can eliminate academic achievement as a possibility. Thwack. You're a riot, Francis. Just for that, I might not include you in my pose when I get rich and famous. It would be great to be rich. Then I can pay people to make my life easier, a chauffeur to drive me around, a brainiac to do all my homework, somebody to buy all my clothes so I don't have to go to the mall and try on pants in one of those cheesy little changing rooms. I hate that. Knock, knock. Don't come in. Meow. And I'll get a chef, somebody to cook me all kinds of good stuff. I'm starving right now. All I've got in my stomach is a couple of spoonfuls of lumpy oatmeal. I guess I could eat this fortune cookie. Better than nothing. Munch, 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 munch. Miss Godfrey, Nate's eating something. Gina! Oh, how I hate her. Is this true, Nate? Miss Godfrey's voice cuts right through at me as she heaves herself up from her chair. Uh-oh, if Miss Godfrey catches you eating in class, it's an automatic detention. Pretty bogus, considering she keeps a stash of peanut butter cups in her desk. Don't ask me how I know that. I have my ways. Yike, she's moving fast. Come on, chew. Swallow now. Narf, 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 narf. Phew, just in time. I choked down the last few crumbs half a second before she steams up to my desk. Nope. Open your mouth. She says, looking long and hard. I don't see anything. You must have been mistaken, Gina. Tough toenails, Gina. What, sputter? Ha! Gina's speechless. Her little plan to land me in trouble didn't work. How sweet is that? Attention, please, for this morning's announcements. Oh boy, announcements. The excitement never stops here. Students interested in joining the math team should see Mr. Staples. Yes, because I just don't have enough math in my life. Today's lunch is beef stew, green beans, cornbread, and fruit cup. And all four of them taste exactly alike. If you visit the library today, wish Miss Hickson a happy birthday. She's 39. In dog years. Thank you and have a great day. That's it. Homeroom's over. So why am I still sitting here? Because homeroom with Miss Godfrey is followed by first period social studies with Miss Godfrey. What a brutal way to start the day. Now I know where the phrase rude awakening comes from. After social studies, there's nowhere to go but up. Here's the rest of my day. Period 2, English. Miss Clark is okay, but shouldn't someone who teaches English actually make sense for a while? For a non-restrictive clause or phrase, but not for independent clauses, joined by coordinating conjunctions. Say what? Period 3, art. This is my favorite class. Mr. Rose is so burned out, he doesn't even bother with lesson plans. Now that's teaching. Here's some clay. Have fun. Period 4, lunch. You can eat as quick as you can. Then you spend the rest of the time checking out girls and throwing carrot sticks at Brad Macklin. Stop it, you rufflings! Boink. Period 5, gym. When you're playing floor hockey or dodgeball, it's awesome. When you're doing rhythmic gymnastics, you pray that nobody's around taking your book pictures. Period 6, math. There's a multiple choice question. Is math boring? Is math A, totally boring, B, completely useless, C, a great place to grab an afternoon nap, D, all of the above? The correct answer, of course, is D, which also is my grade on the last test. Period 7, Science. The highlight of the year was when Mr. Galvin's dentures fell out during his lecture on earthquakes. That's when I gave him the nickname Shifting Plates. I give all the teachers nicknames. I know everybody invents funny names for teachers, but I work at it. That's why I'm the official nickname Cesar of PS38. A good nickname has lots of stuff going on. One of my all-time best nicknames for Miss Godfrey is Venus de Silo. I got the idea from a famous sculpture called Venus de Milo. Venus was the goddess of love and beauty. Miss Godfrey is a love of beauty, so that makes it funny. Crack. Venus is also the name of a planet. Miss Godfrey is a lot like a planet. She's huge, round, and gassy. Silo is filled with feed for cows. Miss Godfrey reminds everyone of a cow, especially when she's eating. Moo. And that's only one of her nicknames. I've got tons more. In fact, I can tell you exactly how many as soon as I check my list. Godfrey nicknames. Godzilla, Born.com. Pass the gravy. She who must not be named. Dragon breath. I can't believe she's not butter. Dark side of the moon. Extra crispy. There's no place like homework. Ozone. Queen Kong. Gas station. Big Bang. Animal Planet. Wrecking Ball. Dulapalooza. El Guapo. A part of my nachos. Jaws. Venus de Silo. 20 nicknames and counting. Not too shabby. I'll take that. Nip. Yikes, busted. She looks at the list for a long time. Her face turns red, then white. I can see her jaw muscles working. I wait for her to start shouting, but for the longest time she doesn't say a word. She just looks at me. That's worse than shouting. Finally she speaks. Very impressive. She crumples up my list, then she opens her desk drawer and pulls out a pad. I've seen that pad before. She writes something down, then hands me the slip. I notice a tiny smile at the corners of her mouth, but the rest of her looks mean. Take this to Miss Scissorwicky at the end of the day, she tells me. Detention report. Student, Nate Wright. Teacher, C. Godfrey. Reason for detention. Insolence. Insolence, I say out loud. What's that? Here's a dictionary, Miss Godfrey snarls. Look it up, wump. Flip. I bet it doesn't mean destined for greatness.